Our snowman popped. Alright, come on. I know. We'll fix it later. Come on, let's get to the bus stop. Okay, can you hit the button? Hit the red button.
Okay, I'll hit the red button.
Good job. Alright, get Millie's leash. She's all alone. Get her. Good job.
Ellie, come on.
I just got back from dropping Tilda off at daycare. There were no tears today, which is always a good thing. I feel like I emotionally prepared her for what we were going to do at drop off today, so hopefully that made things a little bit better. I was able to catch Sue on Periscope this morning, which is always a treat. I don't think I've caught her so far this week. Sue Stokes of the Legacy Knits podcast and yarn dyeing and all of that. So I am going to start my work day. There we go. I'm going to start my work day, and as soon as I get a break, I'll open up my advent calendar. Hopefully finish up the square that I said I wasn't going to start last night, but started anyway on my lunch break. And yeah, we'll see how the day goes. It's been a really busy morning. I look like I've been crying. I haven't. I don't know why I look like I have. But I am just now getting my first break, so I'm taking lunch. I'm going to grab something quick out of the fridge, open up my advent calendar, maybe do some knitting. I'm not sure if I can fit it in, because I'm going to take a bit of a shorter lunch just to prepare for a meeting. Yeah, so moving on with my day. So I'm this weird combination of foodie and lazy. So this is my lunch. I drink an Atkins shake for breakfast pretty much every morning because it's just fast and easy. And then this is my go-to fast and easy lunch. I tend to add a little bit of flavor to it. Either I'll put in chocolate syrup or like a coffee syrup. Not a coffee, like a coffee flavoring for coffee. Like I have a raspberry syrup in here right now. So otherwise it's kind of bland. It tastes pretty much like the cereal milk, like milk that's left in your bowl after eating a bowl of cereal. So just kind of meh, but syrup helps flavor it up. But yeah, I am totally a foodie too though. So like for dinner, it's more important to me to be something that tastes good. So I have throwaway meals for lunch and dinner, or for breakfast and lunch. So I just recorded a whole thing and realized I forgot to hit the record button. But I am in the process of shutting down my computer now. Just finished up my work day. You can see all my computer screens reflected in my glasses. I actually have 3 computer screens because I have my laptop and then I have 2 external monitors on either side. So I'm super nerd when it comes to my office. Maybe I'll do a tour one of these days. I have to clean it up first though. But anyway, I had a really productive day. I got a lot done, which is always nice. And I am going to shut down and do some knitting. And that'll probably be it for tonight. This is something I've shown on my channel before, but I figured now was a good opportunity to talk about it again. So I'm working on this stocking and I've hit the point where I'm doing my first decreases into the shaping of the leg. And you do a decrease every 8th row. So the way that I keep track of my rows is I make a little string row counter. So I'm going to use a little bit of I think this was the hot cocoa on tweed that I got from my minis, or from my advent calendar. So I'm just gonna snip off a piece and use this since it's right here, it's easy. And then I'm going to, I actually snipped off a way bigger piece than I need, but that's okay. So I'm going to tie 7 knots into this string. Nope, I lied. I'm gonna make 8. Alright, so I've made 8 knots in this string. Sorry if the light's too bright. I pulled out my out light because everything was a bit yellow. So there's 8 knots in this string now. And I made the gaps pretty big. They don't need to be this big. They really just need to be as big as you need to get your needle in. I'm going to trim off this excess a bit just so it doesn't get in the way. So this is my row counter. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to replace my stitch marker, my beginning of the round stitch marker. I'm gonna replace it with this string. And when I do a decrease round, I'm always gonna do it when my needles are in this first loop. So I'll show you what I mean in just a sec. Okay. So this is my new beginning of the round stitch marker. I'm going to do my decreases. Okay, so I've done my decreases. I'm just getting to the beginning of the round again. So after I knit my last stitch, I'm going to move my needle into the space of the second knot there and move that to my other needle and slip it off of the first one. So now I'm in that second space and I'm going to keep knitting around. And I'm going to do that every time I come to this. I'm going to go into the next space. So then when I get to the end, I start back up at the top again and I know that's my decrease round. So I'll do the decrease then and I'll do that again. So I've got to do this decrease 5 times. So I'm just gonna I will keep track of that, that I'm doing 5 decreases. I'll just count them as I go. But yeah, then I'll be done with the like shaping of the leg. So I just have to laugh because I was recording some footage of me knitting while watching some Vlogmas episodes. And I was watching Vanessa on A Historian Knits, and I was in her episode. She was watching one of my episodes, so I felt very meta. So anyway, so I am gonna finish up working on the Christmas stocking as much as I can. I'm making myself work on the stocking before I can finish my Cozy Memories square, because I did get through most of the square that I was working on last night during lunch today, but I'm not done yet, and I keep spending all of my knitting time on that blanket when I should be knitting on other things. So I'm gonna get through as much of the stocking as I can before I finish up that square. Maybe start another one, it'll depend. It's already 11:30, which for me is not that late because I stay up way too late anyway. But yeah, we'll see what time we have. But I think I'll probably call it a night for footage tonight at least, and get this uploaded into my computer and squished together for today's Vlogmas. Yeah, so good night for now, and I'll see you tomorrow.